You are listening to KFUG Crescent City 101.1 FM and online at kfugradio.org. Community radio for Crescent City, Del Norte, and beyond. KFUG.
nhớ rằng ít cho nó rồi sao ta chạy mẹ cho lên cho tôi luôn chú của cái nhà melody nè cứ sư phụ bảo Joseph ha cứ sư phụ doctor còn sống tao chùa nhớ cho lúc sư hạng ta nó
ôi nó sao ta trôngคือqua ta cha tàu nọ nan nu ti chang ti nang mongคือนอคือเฮาวันลุนแห่งจุสุเกจะเย่คือตีมองคือตีมองคือลูหาชัวđua xa sang trong từ mê thua tu kia cho nhẹ cuốn rô cuốn nên sen của yên chỉ bảo tu kia căng xa na nú quan nên trâu đun đi chỉ bảo tu kia chơi li quan nên lăng qua tang chỉ múa chờ cha xa leo mong chỉ hơi tu rẻ ru ru chỉ thèn sợ tranh lu đã tu sát cha cứ nhỏ ít tin đời chữ Giêsu tu sát cha đời ya Giêsu ya tu hao kết cho bề mong tu luôn du chiến tranh cứ chín ra nhớ mong ít tin cứ tìm mong mẹ ô nên nhớ trâu đun đi rồi mẹ cá mi lòng của sơn à san chữ lê khi bông của mùa chỉ bao sự tu chữ theo sen luôn à cứ tìm mong mong mẹ bỏ tao nó từ mong rong cứ hát số chữ Giêsu nơi tao lưu tua từ bét linh đời tu kê tô yun rong bằng chữ tranh lưu co yun rong bằng chữ tranh lưu co ta con nhỏ khó từ lo bằng chữ đun dài co yuột chỉ cho có chế ya mẹ lu sai yo Giêsu o mẹ tu chữ kêu sen thao lum la te cao pe xa mong tu vang chữ lu te chờ cứ nhỏ mong ý chỉ mong đôi chén chen ya chờ căng xa ya tao mong nhỏ vua căng xa lu chỉ múa kia nhua xa lẽ nhỏ hồ lùm la tên nó lại mong ôi nó tranh xuân nhà của lũ bùa mùa tụt lễ cha hậu trời Txujsa quay nó yo nhỏ càng sáng luôn xì nó cho chỉ chơi tôi ý không thứ chỉ cầu áo phao nua na cứ tìm mong
nhau rộng ý trọng phong nhiều suốt là vang chữ tu sai bế lên sự tu lô vang chữ cho tê cho tờ ô vang chữ lúc hắn giao ô vang chữ lúc hảo mù ô vang chữ lúc hắn chê cổ bế sao nó vang chữ sơ lô cổ bế sao bụ lô lấy tu sự kế a kế khử cổ bế bao cho sự kế rong bu trụ lấy tu nhau trụ lúc ăn tu nè nó rong xa càng gạo lệ ý chỗ nông suốt là cái mẹ ta lần tu nãy cơ sư phương đọc rồi ý cậu nhau trụ HMong For Life Radio sự tông cho mong được sự xa trở mong có vả cha xa ta nô nô bây giờ ta xài sự con sự mong cứ rộng luôn đợi cho xuống cao luôn đợi cho lù cái bê chạy như một sai như một cỡ như một thẳng nhau trụ được xa đã nô ha thảo vang chữ phỏng sự con sự mong rộng bố trở bê sốt là đợi nô cú giờ cứ sư phương đọc tự yang phỏng Txujsa thoát hành đi
lo tê lao bị xô lu hay bia ít tu sông người đã dùng gì ở bên tu người đã chỉ tao mong người chỉ tao lu mong bề ngô mưa nền to cả chỉ si ba thấu chia công chữ chỉ si phu khó bề
chỉ nu theo chỉ nu theo chỉ nu theo chỉ chỉ xí lu mong mình cứ kia yo lu mong
ta chỉ muốn nhớ chỉ bu nói wa chu đi lo xí lu bị cho cho từ xí
qua bê lu bê mong rong lừa thiệt qua bê lu bê mong rong không chỉ xí lu mong lên cứ kia yo lu mong mong chỉ xí lu mong lên từ kia yo nu mong kia yo lu mong mong chỉ xí lu mong lên cứ kia yo lu mong
sa có hai ninh mong lọp nông cú lu ít bè sợ luôn đu yo chọn đun đi lò yo mua cho cái dòng xe mà nó bỏ lú li lò lú nu yo tờ lò thia cho sa cho lú neng tỏ ca yên thiệt tàu bê lú neng chia
chỉ xí lu mong lên cứ kia yo lu mong mong chỉ xí lu mong lên cứ kia yo lu mong
Txujsa Giêsu bé rong sa càng gạo ta có sai bé sẽ hiện sự tu này rong ý ăn gạo là bé sư là có chuyện khai bé có xí bé có hủ bé có bé lên đồ cổng vang sự tệ lệ từ nó cứ rong số cái cứ chậu kli thả số cái cứ bán rồi cho tu này cứ giàu nhẹ cho tu này cứ chim món nọ chim món hào cho tu này cứ chim món từ lu có xí bé có khai bé có bé thả số cái thay ai nhau sen số cái rong bu được bé lu rẻ lu rong bé ở có trò càng gạo lên bé bao ta có tôi mua bé trà mua chài trò rồi ít khó lợi luôn đã xuất hiện trên nhau trong đó có hai nhau trong đó có lời phơi chỉ cái có từ văn chụp lấy cái lao hùng rồi bé xuất lại nhau khá bé ở lều nụ cho bé sẽ họ kể có bé một số kể lụt lụt số kể vãi mê yêu ban tại cho tôi này xỏ nhẹ cho tôi này cứ chịu một lần từ lâu chịu một lần từ ban bé vào có chào từ chữ thọ có một bên cô trong đó có lối xuân là có lời phơi chỉ sẽ có sự mong cử rong từ bé xuất lại nhau tháo có bé nó có cho lược khô lược khá có một từ làm từ rửa bút từ bé lược lợ có bé ở sang nó có lô hay là có khang có ban bút từ bé có bé cho tao số kể thay nhau sen cho tao số kể rong hòn bút từ bé lối rẻ lối rong bé thọ luôn là bé từ Chúa Giêsu bé từ chợ sen amen
thao cú lu nên trong đủ con đi tu chưa yo lút lô tình chi thao lu nên chỉ ghé cho nhé nhua sa tu chưa ô lô tình chi rong chi cha
nhớ cho lu có lên từ mà thi True North Organizing Network của tàu chờ số cách làตัวmơ lưu trong xa là tàu chờ cho cứ giờ sĩ từ lụt là ô cứ school board ha số cách là của tàu tuần nụ cứ gì tu cứ giờ là ô school board nó tận thế nó bây giờ mà nó bây giờ luôn nụ ha cứ sai gì tu họ bỏ tê lấy cha bu cho bé số cách là tàu nó
cũng chỉ Giêsu ngồi kỳ cha sa vì cô tao luôn chỉ luôn mình cha Chúa Giêsu tao ban cô luôn đi rồi nếu con dây nữa cô tao dài con mong Giêsu yo tu kỳ chùa có tao trên tua có ua nè đâu nơi có lưu nên sao yo vang mê hầu như gió đang kê giá xa Giêsu yo lưu đến chỉ rong chỉ cha đưa sao
bây luôn đây nhau cho là căng tu này nó chạy chạy nhảy bây luôn đây nhau cho lấy tới chân mấy cả này nó cô nói cháu này trong từ ta sau cái ô nào gì để chuyên chào ô chỉ sáng ô là mỗi inu vậy chủ tàu ô lên nã lên gì vậy tàu mua mình tu mình nhiều tại tàu ô nào gì xưa ta chỉ là ô nào chữ có một sự mong sẽ là tàu ô nào hai ô chữ ta chỉ bên nhau cho lấy tới chân mấy cả này nó hai cho lu sắm mãi tặng chỉ nó你只要做梦事，ก็หากูยังโมเป็นสื่ออีอย่างเขายาแต่ยังโมลงช้ายังโมสเกนชาเช่นแกยังโมสเกตลู่ตัวอยู่ลู่เจฮาลู่จอสเกเอาหนอจือยังยอเป็นชุดเหล่าเลยชีหากปูชีหากยาวชีหาตัวเหล่าชีหาตัวหลงเป็นสิ่งสุดตัวยังโมส่วนอีอย่างเขาอย่าเป็นชาตาอย่าเป็นชาวตาเป็นยัง有จุดเต่าซื้ออย่าเลยอีจงพงอยู่ชุดเลยนู่นโนลูกชื่อหาโนไปเยอะจากอ้างมาโกยอดจูหูลูก True North Organizing Network เกิดพวกหมวกพวกขอ form หาสู่ School Board เกิดคลาโอ School Board ยอดจูหูเดล North County ยอดฝ่าย School District เป็นมณฑลโปโกหาใช้พวกหมวกลูกเลยจางอยู่หาขาปูตัวเป้สลายสุดตัวขโนอยากขอเกาปูตัวเป้สุดหลังหาสู่สุเกโอหนอหาโอจือ
HMong For Life Radio
สุดตรงโจมองตัวสุชาต่อมอง
We will now commence with our questions. For those of you in the audience, questions are listed in your program and you have your note-taking form. Candidates, our timekeeper will give you a 30-second warning when any time's up close. Some of the questioners will ask their question in their native language. The English translation will appear on the slides and is available in your program. We will start with District 1, then District 2, and finally District 5. We ask the candidates to rotate the order you speak in within districts. I'd like to welcome Jeremiah Yang.
Deep in my heart, I do believe someday we'll all be free. Someday we'll all be free. I may not know how long 'twill be. Someday we'll all be free. Someday we'll all be free. Someday we'll all be free. Hold on, my brother, give me your hand. Someday we'll all be free. Someday we'll all be free. Learning to love, we'll find our way. Someday we'll all be free. 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 We shall overcome someday.
Good evening. My name is Timuate Yang. I am an American monk attending Del Norte High School. I have been in Crescent City for a little over a year, and there have been many occasions where not only myself but other students have felt unsafe because of racial slur and stereotypes. Students need to feel safe and valued in order to learn. You've identified bullying and harassment, especially of certain racial groups, sexual orientation, and those with a disability, as a problem in our school system. Students also reported that it is common for discipline policies to not be applied uniformly. Students of color tend to receive harsher discipline measures. Yada saito ko yo tolu district cha had to get to minyo shitanga to get Xovtoojcua Jong Xovtoojcua. The first question is, if elected, how would you hold the district accountable for reducing bullying and securing that discipline policies are applied uniformly?
Peace is nice. Peace is wonderful. Shh. Peace is quiet. Wars are not. They are loud. When it's loud, you get a headache. Then you will know that it is not peaceful.
Like a song is like a thong. It binds us to the world, so let's sing along. Peace right now is what we need. There's lots of people we need to feed. Don't be greedy, it grows like a weed. Pay attention to the earth and the people in need. Peace like a song is like a thong. It binds us to the world, so let's sing along. Don't cut the trees, don't pollute the seas. We need clean air, it's all for us to share. Peace is like a song is like a thong. It binds us to the world, so let's sing along. The trees, the seas, the air. Oh, let's get together with people everywhere and sing about freedom, beauty and joy. Peace in the world for every girl and boy.
I drew short straw. I would hold the district accountable for the problem. The school must, 1, identify the bully, 2, identify the student being bullied, 3, make the parents of the student, thank you, responsible for the actions. I did that. Are you sure? We got, okay. Make the parents of the bullies responsible for the actions of their children. Produce a written record of the incident and actions taken and results of the incident. There is a website called Kind Campaign, an anti-bullying website available to everybody and all school districts. It's by Laura Paul and Molly Thompson. The 5 things this website recommends to stop bullying are: 1, remember that it will not always be this way. 2, ask for help. 3, talk to the bully or write a letter. 4, learn how to forgive. And 5, if you see bullying going on, don't be a bystander. Thank you.
Bullying and similar traumas are now understood to be very serious issues which can affect learning and also have the potential to alter neural development. That in turn can predispose young people to a variety of ills throughout life. I and the board and district take this issue very seriously. There are 2 broad responses. The first, in line with the board priority to create safe and welcoming schools, is positive. We aspire to affirmatively create environments in our school in which expectations for safe and respectful conduct are school-wide norms. As a result of district action, suspensions have decreased from 12% to 6%, which is the state average. The board holds the district accountable by periodically reviewing school discipline programs and records, and through the oversight process for individual schools and the district as a whole. The second approach, other than the positive, is to provide supports and interventions for students who are struggling, whether as perpetrators or victims. To address this, we have dramatically increased the counseling staff available to schools. To address the consistency, we're working to implement PBIS, or Positive Behavior Intervention and Supports, which is a program with the goal to implement a district-wide, consistent and proven system for behavior management. Because human beings are human beings, and because every student and situation is unique, there will always be some inconsistency, but the goal will be to achieve fairness and equity in how youngsters are treated within and across schools.
a board, we are currently looking at and working on our bullying policies. As a parent, I've seen that bullying is very prevalent in the internet, and also have had to deal with it personally recently with two of my kids, both on the playground and on the internet. I can assure you I take it very seriously, as I do believe the district does as well. As we have been looking at all the different policies and trying to bring in the whole concept of the internet and how to deal with that. Also, as Dawn talked about, we're also in year 2 of PBIS training, which is the positive behavioral intervention, and working in all the schools in a unified way so that we're doing the same thing. I, as a board member, would continue to really work on that and make sure that it is not happening in our schools, and make sure that we do everything possible to take care of that. With PBIS right now, the district has it's worked very effectively in reducing suspension and incident rates up to 50%.
So as you have heard, the district has been engaging in PBIS training and is in its second year and it is proving effective. But we need to continue making sure that it is congruent amongst all the schools, all the teachers, all the staff, all the students, and all the parents. We need to make sure that it's not just in our K-8s in Sunset, but also included into Del Mar High. We have to keep congruency because no matter where they go, they need to be knowing that the same policies that were here at Crescent are the same policies that are happening at Del Mar High School or at Sunset High School and vice versa. Anti-bullying policies need to be congruent as well, and they need to be from site to site and school to school so that parents know if they move their child from one school to another, they know that they are getting the same exact disciplinary policies. We need to make sure that there's fidelity and congruency with how those policies are being given out. There is in part of the PBIS that where they go and they make sure that the questions are being answered correctly and that everything is being followed through. If the community doesn't know these expectations as a whole, it won't work. And so we need to make sure that we are doing very well in communicating these are the expectations, these are the behaviors we expect you to have at school, and then following through the same disciplinary process when those are not being followed.
I feel that the key to reduce bullying is awareness. The district needs to focus on setting clearer policies, communicating those policies, and making all students aware of the effects of bullying. Every student must be educated as to the effect that bullying has, mental and health issues for those who are bullied, also the effects for the bullied themselves. Statistics show that 1 in 4 elementary school bullies will have an adult criminal record. Awareness is the key. The bullying policy, as well as all district policies, must be enforced uniformly, regardless of ethnicity or gender. The policy must state if you do an X action, then you get the Y punishment. If you continue to do that action, then the punishment should be increased accordingly. The district must have set policies in place with what the consequences are for bullying and for any other action requiring discipline, and clearly communicate those policies. If the policies are clear with set consequences for the action, they would be enforced and applied consistently. When policies are vague and open for interpretation, you get a different reaction according to how one interprets them, and therefore they are not enforced properly and consistently. We need to set clear expectations and rules and then make sure that they are followed.
Has an outstanding discipline policy in place that all certificated and classified work together as a group in a positive way. Students work to be safe, responsible, and respectable to everyone in their classrooms, cafeterias, offices, on the bus, and everywhere in the school site. For the last 15 months, I spent volunteer two mornings a week out at Pine Grove. And I thoroughly enjoyed the time out there, and I saw this starting to be working into place, because last year was the first year. This year, I'm committed to something else right now, but I'm hoping to go back. Thank you.
Adopted a policy concerning bullying. I did some research into the board policies. That policy number is 5131.2. And when considering a matter such as this, there are two documents that are generally adopted by public agency trustees. The first is the board policy itself. The other is administrative regulations. Administrative regulation is important because it's the part that directs staff on how to apply the policy. My initial review of existing board policies and regulations indicate that there has not been a regulation adopted on the subject of bullying. At least I couldn't find one easily. I agree that the subject of bullying appears to be addressed unequally by the current administration. I have been seeing the training on PBIS, and I do like the PBIS training that I have been seeing, and I have been conversing with classified staff that have been receiving that training, and I know they like it very much. But to bring consistency in applying these rules, I would advocate for the adoption of an administrative regulation directing staff on how to handle these matters and provide all necessary training to ensure fair and equal application of the regulation in all the schools. And I would make sure that there was communication and transparency with parents and the community across all the schools, especially in the outlying communities, to make sure that they understood what the regulations were and everybody was being treated fairly.
California state constitution affirms that students and staff have the right to attend safe schools. Therefore, the school board has the moral and legal obligation to ensure that every student experiences a sense of belonging, respect, dignity, and safety, and that every teacher has the opportunity to teach. If elected, I will support policies and strategies that research show will create safe schools, such as the restorative justice efforts the district has started. Research shows the most effective bullying prevention models are where students understand that they have the power to create and attend a school where cruelty and bullying are not tolerated. Students are the most authentic voice for the cause and are capable of helping to tailor and refine prevention and intervention strategies to meet the needs of their school. We also need to look at what has worked locally. Last year, Bess Maxwell lowered their suspension rates. Something is working at that school. We need to recognize and reward this positive change in our schools. The topic is too important to ignore. Research shows that 60% of the boys who were bullies in grades 6 through 9 were convicted of a crime as adults compared to 23% of males who were not bullies. This is a clear example of what happens in our classrooms, happens or will happen in our community. We have an enormous stake in how successful the schools will be in this arena. Thank you.
HMong For Life Radio.
Peace is for real. Peace is for real. Not just a game you play for fun. A piece of your life, your children. Peace is for real. Not just a game you play when your mother is away.
Can you hear the children sing? See the light our young ones bring. They're the joy we hold so dear. Through their songs the way is clear. The time for peace on earth is here. The time for all to say we love our home.
Peace is love and kindness mixed.
Spread some peace around.
Loving everybody is peace.
I hope the world will have peace.
Making music, making rhyme. Hear their new song, we love our home. Can you hear the children's song? Or have we lived with war too long? Love is where the answer lies. All life is equal in their eyes. We are the ocean, earth and sky. We are the children, and we love our home.
Sweet Mother Nature makes peace.
I hope peace breaks through.
Mom's cookies are peace.
Peace feels like a feathery white dove.
Making music, making rhyme. Hear their new song, we love our home.
Hello, my name is Xovtoojcua, and I'm an artist and a community leader and an activist. I've lived in Klamath all my life. I attended Martin King, Delnor High, and Klamath River Early College of the Redwoods in Klamath. I went to Cracker because it offered a chance to learn my cultural heritage. And while learning standard high school curricula right where I live, it made going to school more interesting and more rewarding. I'm here to speak up for the kids in Klamath who are getting left behind. And I'm here to say, we True North Organizing Network are here to stand up and be heard. In May 2014, the Delano County Unified School District began a 3-year extension of its agreement with the American Civil Liberties Union to improve educational outcomes for students of color. The extension continues agreements relating to professional development for teachers, staff, and administrators that is race conscious, and focuses on cultural competence, diversity, and implicit bias. It also calls for the implementation of curricula focused on local Native American cultures and language in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 11th, and 12th grade. What are your ideas on how to ensure these agreements are met over the next 3 years?
During the course of the recent review process which led to the renewed agreement with the ACLU, the board had the opportunity to review all the correspondence between the administration and the ACLU, and also to review the program review conducted by the administration itself. All aspects of the program were under review, and the ACLU complimented the district on its efforts. Representatives of the ACLU appeared at a meeting of the board to address their review. I believe that the ACLU process is robust and that it ensures that the board has knowledge of the progress made and the progress yet to be made. It is important to note that the consent agreement was entered into by a previous board as a result of a suit which came about because of decisions made before the time, before Lori and I were on the board. I understand the possible lingering mistrust of that community, and I want to assure you that this board, the administration, and so far as I know, the entire staff are completely supportive of the need to be culturally respectful and also to embrace our cultural diversity as something which enriches us all. We fully support curricula focused on Native American culture and language and professional development focused on reducing racial bias and increasing cultural awareness. We will honor the agreement in letter and in spirit.
This question assumes that the only children of color need special attention to improve their educational outcome of the students. It is my position that all children of Del Norte County need special assistance to improve their reading, writing, math skills. This includes the Native Americans, the Hmongs, the Latinos, the black, and the white children. Things that I will do. 1. Familiarize myself with the details of this agreement. 2. Monitor the progress throughout each year. And 3. Make necessary changes to improve the success of the program.
The lawsuit was settled in 2009 with these agreements, and they have not been yet made in the last 5 years as they were supposed to be. And I want to make sure that we are compliant with these agreements by 2017 deadline, if not sooner. We need to integrate not just learning about our local Native American cultures and tribes, but also our Hmong community, our Hispanic community, and learning the history of Del Norte. We need to learn about our logging industry, our fishing industry, the different minority groups that have come through Del Norte County and shaped this county for what it is and how it's being used. We know that sometimes history isn't pretty and sometimes it's not perfect, but it's our history. And we need to learn it and we need to embrace it, not just in the elementary schools, but continuing it on. Unfortunately, I didn't learn the history of my community when I went through high school just 10 years ago. I found it accidentally in a library college bookshelf, and I looked through it and I was homesick for Del Norte County. And I was like, I had no idea about the Sand Wars. I had no idea about how the Chinese came. I had no idea about the logging industry. Why am I learning this now outside of my community instead of inside my community? I want to make sure that changes and that we can push to these policies to make sure that we're culturally competent to our students and that our students know the history, that they know where to go forward because they know where they came from.
Each year, the district is required to report to the ACLU on the progress of the agreement extension. I will monitor the reports to ensure the district is making progress on professional development, the curriculum, and the reporting data. All the curriculum is currently on our website. It's all laid out there for everyone to see and to find out firsthand what our children are learning right now in our schools. There is professional development going on. I myself also just attended a staff development just this past August with Dr. Jennifer Evanhart, who is up here from Stanford. And we will continue to do staff professional development as well as work on the curriculum to teach our children our history.
The district has had a culture awareness program for a long time. I had lots of books, kits, units, posters housed in my library since 1969. Whenever anybody from the district needed something, I always knew where to find it. However, it was used as an option to teach at that time. Now, the information has been redone with lots of knowledge compiled by our local longtime educators and resource personnel from the elders of the tribe to implement the units as class lessons in 6th grade levels. I think this is great because I am Native American. I don't look it, but I am from a pioneer family in Humboldt County. And Patrick's Point State Park was my mom's homestead ranch. And there's a big rock at Cranell that's a Princess Rock, and that was named after her grandmother. So, thank you.
One of my initial steps would be to understand what the agreement requires, what steps administrative staff and the current board have taken to satisfy the settlement, and what remains to be implemented, and assess the plan the board has adopted to improve the educational outcomes for students of color. Secondly, understanding the importance of our cultural diversities, as well as the obligation of the school district to provide competent education to all students served within the community. If elected, I would seek regular updates concerning satisfying the objectives, terms, and conditions of the settlement agreement so that another extension of time is not required. For me, the bottom line is ensuring the students of today have the benefits and best opportunity to be successful in their education path. This means the changes need to happen now to benefit the current students and not 3 years from now.
Support and opportunity. It is not okay that certain groups of students consistently underperform other groups. Statistically, my Native American grandchildren are much less likely to graduate from high school in Delmar than other students, and if they do graduate, there's an even smaller chance that they will have the required classes to attend a university. This is not okay. When elected, the issues of equity, ensuring that all of our students are supported to be successful, regardless of race, gender, income, or neighborhood, will be a top priority for me. ACLU lawsuit is one chapter in a much bigger story about inequity in Delaware County schools, and I see it as an opportunity for the school board to sharpen its focus on ensuring all students are achieving. I've learned that our partners, the Building Healthy Communities Initiative, have offered additional funding and support to us as we tackle this complex challenge. A few weeks ago, a trainer on race and prejudice presented to district staff, Dr. Everhart from Stanford. I'm excited to support further plans of the district to engage in any ongoing work on equity, race, prejudice, power, privilege, implicit bias, etc. But I believe that creating equity isn't a program, it is an underlying value upon which a district should operate. My candidacy has been endorsed by the York Tribal Council and the Smith River Rancheria Tribal Council. I'm committed to working with our local tribal governments to build on what's currently working and to better connect the district and the tribal efforts at the board level. Efforts like Title VII, the NCIDC Education Center, and the American Indian Report are examples of local efforts that I will ensure that the school board is part of, the answers to improve educational outcomes for Native American students. Thank you.
As from what I learned with looking into this, the curriculum for grades 3, 4, and 5 have already been developed, so the board will need to ensure that they are implemented and evaluated. Next school year, the board will need to make sure the curriculum for grades 8, 11, and 12 are developed, implemented, and evaluated as well. Then continue to evaluate annually and work with the American Indian Advisory Council to monitor. We will also need to ensure that annual staff training on cultural competence, diversity, and implicit bias as the previous training from the National Coalition Building Institute was not effective. However, the actual title of this agreement is Reduction in Student Discipline Agreement, and its intentions were to, quote, resolve issues concerning high rates of exclusionary discipline, disparate discipline of students of color, particularly Native American students, and racial harassment. As I stated previously, we need to have set policies so there is no room for individual interpretation. We have got to be consistent with discipline. Regardless of race, color, or gender, if a student is doing an action that requires discipline, then they should be reprimanded according to this policy. I will absolutely not tolerate persons of different nationality receiving harsher or reduced punishment than someone else doing the same thing. Everyone should be treated equally. I believe, like the vast majority of parents and community members that I have spoken with, who think that we do not need to involve the ACLU and pay them hard-earned taxpayers' money to do something that seems pretty cut and dry. All students, regardless of race or gender, should be held to the same disciplinary standards.
Hầm ơi bố có đỡ một trong lụa mông thì
HMong For Life Radio.
Non-Partisan.
HMong For Life Radio.
Sự tông chùa mong từ Txujsa cho mong. Từ vang chữ cứ sát la sát rong, từ vang chữ cần từ bên nhau xử lý chạy hay xử lý nhong, bây giờ có chờ vang chữ. bây giờ có trò với các khá các tổ khen bù trở bên đạo chia số kế tỏ nhà lên nô nô bên đặc ăn lỡ ô tỉ khở ha bên đặc ăn mua bên luôn đây cho lùi trò trong đó co ha tại bây giờ lão các ăn hay được có mong bây giờ mình trả số kế lùi lùi số kế vải mê bù trở bên luôn dễ luôn rò bù trở tê từ này nhau lê nhau dễ nhau đợi bên sang chỉ hạ bên hải mong sư tại sẽ lô lửa hải tôi này ý ăn gạo và là phòng số con số mong rong bù trở bên thảo lùi sự hạ cái bên yếu mong ở cái tệ lê tiền nô nhau trở bên luôn dễ ha lùi rò bên sẽ lệ thọ là bên tổ chức Giêsu lùi chợ sen từ mua số kế thay nhau nhau sen số kế rong để lệ tiền nô rong bù trở bên bây giờ có trò vang chữ amen.
Nhớ trâu ta trong họ bè chỉ đu lúa mua lúa này rồi chỉ tao đu lúa mua lúa để chờ nhau
ta lên ta lo cho tu sớm mơ chân chúa ilu để chờ chân chân nhỏ to bề mong thua tu
yo bề mong tao thu lo yo luôn du chỉ bàn bề mong ta chỉ du lúa mua chơi nhau
giờ bề mong chỉ mua tê chỉ mua cha
HMong For Life Radio.
Non-Partisan.
Cứ sư phụ doctor ư lưu sĩ họ lưu ta lên nô lão sư để bên mà lấy chắc ăn xin chi lúa chúa lý lưu sĩ họ nhớ rằng mẹ số gật là
nhớ trâu ta trong hào bè chỉ rau lúa mua lúa này rau mùa chỉ tao rau lúa mua lúa tê chờ nhau
chân nhỏ to bề mong thua tu
yo bề mong ta vượt sau lo yo luôn du chỉ bàn bề mong tia chín rau lúa mua chơi nhau
giờ bề mong chỉ mua tê chỉ mua cha
lo chỉ lu vì lon kia và chuyên tu lu tê chơi chia
yang mùa trăng chỉ hai đá do mùa lơ tới vua Giêsu đồ chân trắng vua gió mong tu
và chưa ấy tao có ba giờ về mong chỉ mùa tê chơi lo bề mong yêu sẽ đi đó lo chỉ lu
có bề mong trời lon chia lo trời vua tu Chúa Giêsu
one day no có yêu đó lo
chắc phong dư của vài cha sa ta bây giờ cậu toàn đó dạng đầu trái ý dạng cậu là cử của cô cậu tàu ha hay do tám bộ tây dạng của ban tàu chuẩn bị sau sát lễ hủ tổ cho cụ tổ sự tông do sang xuân sang lâu dị sang pp xuân y do con rồng tại nhà bê lên từ hiệu bom bá nhau trời sông nổ nô số thái cứ tàu chuẩn bị do lúc cậu lên đu và thiên hình cậu nhà là của thằng của hủ mẹ sinh sự tu muốn register một khi mới lên bê một sau mới lên bê em một bom bá bộ bê sẽ lên một lúc số nhau trời bê lên dễ hay lúc rồi hay tại bê do ít hải mong mẹ cả bê cứ mua rù bê mò sa rồi bê lên dễ hay lúc rồi bê sáng có một số cái thái阳要生被让包手个被摸三股出息古代脑袋子有主到我找了个被路上呀路上上用啊上道都考个有龙道龙到给帮把子你只要有时扎时包但是行道行道路帮把路塞路站都个有少给那辈子的速度有路多被路热还路热还有路脚背古汤乎乎每次来速度那侬古要古师傅 Dr. Yang 跑走手他肯定要容
FUG Radio would like to thank our underwriters for their support of this radio station. If you'd like to become an underwriter to show your support for our community, contact our business office at 707-464-7513.